Okay. What is a DSCR loan and when does it make sense for investors in CNY to use it instead of a conventional loan? So a DSCR loan is a debt service coverage ratio loan. The way a DSCR loan works is that the bank is analyzing the asset and they are saying, does the cash flow from the asset cover the debt service, right? So they're looking for a ratio where the cash flow is going to cover the debt service. So the nice thing about this is that they're really analyzing the asset. They're not so much analyzing you. A conventional loan, they're saying, can you afford these payments? A DSCR loan, they're saying, can the asset justify these payments? So the nice thing there is there's just much less paperwork that you have to do. For a conventional loan, it's like insane how much paperwork you have to do. They go through your tax returns, your W-2s, they're going to go through your bank statements. If you Venmo'd your mom $60 for groceries, they're going to say, hey, you gotta donate a kidney, you have to give naming rights to your firstborn. A conventional loan is just an enormous amount of paperwork, whereas a DSCR loan, they are mostly analyzing the asset. Now, every lender is going to have a different amount that they kind of worry about you and your qualifications, but generally speaking, what they're looking at is the asset. And the nice thing about Syracuse is that pretty much every single house cash flows better than the DSCR lenders require in order to purchase the home. So pretty much every house is going to qualify for a DSCR loan, and then you're doing much less paperwork than you would have to on a conventional loan. Now, with a DSCR loan, the other thing you can do is you can put it in an LLC's name, where a conventional loan typically is going to have to be purchased in your name. Now, you can transfer title, but that's where you need to be careful. When you transfer title, many conventional loans have what's called a due on sale clause. So when you transfer title, technically, that can be considered a sale, and then the bank can call your note on that. Now, my understanding is that most of the time that does not happen, and I do see plenty of people who buy in their personal name and then transfer title and keep the existing mortgage, but that's a conversation you need to have with your attorney ahead of time, just to make sure that you're going to be rock solid on that. Whereas, a DSCR loan, you can put it directly into the business and into an LLC's name. So that's another advantage of DSCR loans. Now, DSCR is going to require 15, 20, or 25% down, depending on the lender, whereas a conventional loan, a multifamily, owner-occupied conventional loan, you can go as little as 5% down. And so that's where, if you're going to owner-occupy a multifamily, and you want to minimize your down payment, that's where it's almost always worth going conventional and doing some extra paperwork, so that way you can save all that cash versus a 20 or 25% down. That makes a huge difference on your cash out of pocket. All right, let me know if you have any questions, or if you're looking to buy or sell in Central New York, feel free to book a call, and I'd happy to chat with you about it.